Let's get to some of your thoughts on the first part of this series, our big story last night. It focused on a farmer in southeast Washington who talked about how Americans rely on immigrant labor to put food on the table and how recent immigration policies threaten the agriculture industry. He says if immigration laws were perfectly enforced, the country would starve. Kate wrote to us, at the end of the story, the farm owner himself said that whoever is in charge of what's happening regarding ICE, deportations, etc., they just don't understand. I would like to expand on that. They just don't understand, and they just don't care.
About this immigrants working the fields and stuff, and the factories that feed us. You know, Trump wants to get rid of them all. He doesn't see he's shooting his own foot. You know, it don't make no sense.
The migrants that are working on those farms and factories, they need to be left alone. They aren't the criminals that the Trump administration and ICE said they were going after. They're nothing but soft targets and making themselves look good by raising the numbers of people they've arrested. But we need those people where they're at, on the farms, in the factories, doing their job.
We did get one voicemail from a viewer on the other side of this issue, pointing to certain policies that he says discourage documented workers from coming to states like Washington and Oregon.
It's pretty simple. These farms just need to hire documented immigrants, people who have applied for their green cards or their temporary residency, who can legally work on these farms. It's sanctuary policies that are creating the problems as to why documented people aren't applying, because there's an overwhelming amount of people who have come into this country illegally. And if I was a documented immigrant, why would I come when I know that sanctuary states are going to protect the undocumented immigrants rather than myself?
Whether you believe that argument or not, it seems a safe bet to say that the sanctuary status of states here in the Northwest won't be changing anytime soon. The president tried to take a more heavy-handed approach earlier this year, threatening to withhold federal funding from sanctuary states, but a federal judge in California stopped that effort back in April. That same judge stopped a similar attempt by President Trump during his first term in 2017. Meanwhile, just days after he said ICE agents would avoid detaining hotel, restaurant, and agricultural workers due to their importance to the economy, President Trump is backtracking, saying ICE agents will, quote, look everywhere to make immigration arrests. Here at home, the Oregon Wine Growers Association says migrant workers are the core of the state's treasured wine industry, citing the big news in wine country last week when a Newberg vineyard manager, Moises Sotelo, was picked up by ICE and taken to the immigration detention facility in Tacoma. An ICE spokesperson told KGW Sotelo had a past conviction DUI in Newberg, but the Yamhill County District Attorney's Office said they could find no record of it.
I am hopeful that in coming days, it won't take another person being removed from our community for elected officials to unify that our immigrant and migrant community is the backbone of our economy and our neighborhoods.
Not only is our leading industry going to slow down, but also it bleeds into manufacturing, it bleeds into construction, in every aspect of our economy.
It's really showing that there's a broken system when folks that have been here for so long have not found a pathway to become citizens when they are contributing so much to our communities.